I only had 60 days to transform for 2026. Here's exactly what I do. Most people start the new year by chasing resolutions, and by February, they've already fallen off and feel stuck once again. I know you're tired of that cycle because I have been there too. But what if this year could be different? What if you could walk into 2026 already ahead, already showing up as the stronger version of yourself? In this video, I'll share with you the exact blueprint I'd follow to transform your body, your mind, and your habits. And this is the same strategy that I use that helped me lose over 40 pounds naturally in my 30s as a mom. So you don't have to just survive January, you can own the entire year and beyond. This blueprint is broken into 4 different stages. Stage 1 is mindset. Yes, I'm biased as a therapist for over 10 years, but I'm also convinced that mindset is the thing that makes or breaks you. Science shows that if you write down clear goals, track them, and build accountability, you can more than double your chances of success. So here's what I want you to start doing. I want you to commit right now in the comments. Write, I am all in on myself. So I know that you're starting this journey, so we can keep you accountable in this community. Why does this matter? Because your brain loves consistency. Once your identity shifts, your thoughts and behaviors naturally start to follow. And this is how you reinforce your self schema, which is just a fancy way of saying your mental blueprint of who you are as a person. So from this day forward, I want you to start saying these phrases to yourself every single day, even if and when you don't believe them yet. Because, well, quite frankly, you most likely won't. Phrase 1. I am the person who exercises. I am the person who eats healthy foods. I am the person who takes care of themselves. I am the person who shows up for my family by setting a good example. Your brain will catch up as your actions begin to align with the thoughts that you have, and that's how the shift happens. Stage 2 is exercise. Here's the best part about the exercise piece. It does not need to be perfect. It just needs to be consistent. So for the first 2 weeks, I want you to pick anything that you actually enjoy doing. If it's walking, if it's weightlifting, if it's dance, whatever. Pilates, couldn't care less. The point is not about the perfect program. The point is about building the habit. If you currently work out once a week for 20 minutes, try to see if you can double it. As you build the momentum, the goal is to try to land somewhere between 3 to 5 sessions per week if you can, but don't overcommit yourself. Go at a pace that you can commit to and take the win whenever you can, because your brain sees those actions as confirmation of the things you do or don't do. After that, I want you to spend the next 15 days on committing to a structured program that matches with the goals that you have. And it doesn't have to be complicated, but you do need to stick with it. Put those workouts on your calendars as your non-negotiable dates with yourself. And if you need some help choosing a program, I'm more than happy to help. I have tons of workout program reviews here on the channel if you have specific goals. And I will link some of those for you in the description so you can find your way there if you want them. And I'll also put some in a card as well, depending on, if I'm feeling fancy. And listen, if you miss a day or you miss a workout, we don't quit. You make it up the next day. Unless you're sick, of course, because we're about to hit sickness season and I totally get that. But it's also okay to be behind. It's not okay to quit. And I know your brain is going to tell you this is too hard or you can't keep up, but those are lies because your brain doesn't like change. Don't give in to the lie. Tell your brain to be quiet. Stage 3 is nutrition, and this is where I know I'm going to lose some of you because if you're anything like me, you panic because you're convinced that this means you have to diet and that you're going to be eating lettuce and salads and starving for the rest of your life and have to cut out everything you love. But thankfully, that's not true, and that's not what we're going to do here. Yo-yo diets are what kept me from reaching my goals for so many years. So we're absolutely not going down that rabbit hole. That is not the rabbit hole to success. What we're going to do is step 1, we're going to track what we eat for at least an entire week, maybe 2, all of it. Yes, the snacks, yes, the coffee creamers, yes, all of it, because knowledge is power and knowing how many calories you're actually eating. Then step 2 is you're going to subtract 15 to 20% from that average. That's going to be your new baseline. It's a small but sustainable deficit that will keep you at roughly a pound a week weight loss, maybe slightly less if you're smaller because you're not going to be able to take as much of a deficit. Step 3 is you're going to prioritize protein. If you're already prioritizing protein, try to get 1 pound per lean of your goal weight, i.e., if you're 130 pounds, shoot for 130 grams of protein. Or if you're brand new, just focus on trying to get 100 grams of protein per day and see where you are. And step 4, you're going to add more volume. Double your water-based foods, especially things like vegetables, because they'll keep you full without adding a ton of calories. And yes, I want you to keep your favorite foods in. Just know that if you have a trigger food, minus gummy bears, that they can absolutely cause you to spiral. And it's okay to keep them out of your house in the beginning if it's possible. I know that can sometimes be hard to do if you have kids or family members who like those foods too, but out of sight, out of mind is better when you're trying to set your environment up for the win and not for self-sabotage. And stage 4 is recovery and lifestyle. And this is the piece I feel like most people skip, especially us moms, because we don't do a great job of taking care of ourselves. But this is what locks everything in. We want to aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep, roughly. I know that's really hard, but poor sleep throws your hunger and hormones all out of whack. And I know we can't choose when our kids sleep and how they go to bed and how they rest and all of those things, but we can control our doom scrolling at midnight or staying up super late. So be mindful of your own sleep habits and do what you can control. Stress. Build in one sort of stress release, whether it be journals, walks, prayer, meditation, whatever works for you. I personally found in this season of life that prayer is just about the only thing that keeps me sane. But I understand that we all have different beliefs, so I'm not trying to make you do something you don't want to do. I'm just encouraging you to pick a stress relieving activity, and I know that prayer has been very helpful for me. You also want to focus on your environment. Prep meals ahead of time or schedule quick and easy meals. I have a lot of great inspiration on the channel, what I eat in a day and things like that, to lay out what sort of meals that you can make that are quick and easy, or pick up meals that can keep you in that deficit. But you can also do like things like lay out your workout clothes or keep reminders of your goals where you can see them. Make sure that your environment supports the habits that you want to have. And when you get your recovery right, your workouts will feel better, your cravings will get easier, and you're much less likely to burn out. So what does this 60-day roadmap look like? Here's how it plays out. So day 1 through 14, we're going to build the habits, track our food, and find our rhythm. Day 15 to 30, lock in your workout program and start your deficit. Days 31 to 45, we're going to check in on our progress, make adjustments as necessary, and stack on those sleep and stress tools. Day 46 through 50, double down on consistency. By now, your identity shifting is not so much trying as you're starting to become the person that you actually are, and things actually do get much easier as you get closer to the finish line of sorts of this 60 days. So here's the real question. Where do you want to be 60 days from now? Looking back today thinking, man, I wish I'd started. Or do you want to be walking into 2026 already ahead, already in the transformation process? Because listen, if this feels completely overwhelming, I encourage you just to pick one of these things and focus on it for the next 60 days. And I guarantee you, even by just focusing on one, you will be ahead of the game in your transformation for life, because this is not a 60-day fix. The point of this video is not a 60-day fix. It's about sustainable habits that you can choose for a creation of a lifetime of healthy habits. So drop it in a comment that I am all in on myself so that we can all commit together today. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'd love to have you here. I'd love to help you keep you on goal and setting the pace that you want to meet for your year. Thanks for watching. Bye, friends.